I just note down. I will show you quickly basically. So you might get the questions like on what basis you will get, on what basis or how you can collect the requirement gathering to keep
Okay.
before creation of the EC2 instance, or how you can decide which instance type or EC2 instance you need to create. Okay.
Okay.
So because blindly creating the resources like EC2 instance, taking the 100 GB storage unnecessary, that doesn't work right in the real time.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Correct.
Yeah, so that's what we need to collect the requirement from either from the client side, okay,
Okay.
or within our internal team, like who is giving you the requirement basically, like dev
Okay.
team or a tech lead or something. So
Okay.
we need to ask them like what is the requirement, like is this an internal application or external application, okay? Then
Okay.
how much traffic are there, like is it a e-commerce kind of website or just internal application, because
Okay.
internal application don't much have lots of traffic over there.
Okay.
It will be a minimum traffic.
Okay.
If it's a kind of a e-commerce applications like a Flipkart, Amazon, like that, Snapdeal, वगैरह. So in
Okay.
that application kind of application, we can expect some traffic over there. So
Okay.
why we need this kind of requirement basically, because we need to scale the infrastructure based on the traffic pattern, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what we need to clear this requirement first. Then how much storage we need, like 20 GB, 30 GB, because as we
Okay.
we know in the AWS we need to the payment model basically pay as a
Yeah.
go model. So what we
Okay.
use, AWS will charge based on that.
Okay.
Okay, so unnecessary creating the 100 GB storage, it's not a good practice. So
Yeah.
always go with the lower one, which is 10 GB or 20 GB something, because increase we can increase anytime, but we can't reduce it. That is a
Okay.
limitation. That's what we need to clear the requirement first. How much storage we need. You can definitely
Okay.
go with the minimum one like 20 GB or something. Then
Okay.
if the storage getting full because of the valid data like application data or something, then we can increase anytime. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
There is just 2-3 commands we need to run. Okay. So let me give the action item and how to increase disk space. I have already prepared the video on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
But the limit condition is we can increase the disk space anytime, but we can't reduce it. Okay. If you
We
got
can't
any
reduce
kind
it,
of,
right? Yeah.
yeah, we can't reduce.
Okay.
I created the video for both one Windows and Linux. So after this session, I will say share with you. So you
Okay.
can just go through quickly. It's not a too much hectic process, just simple 2-3 commands we need to run. Okay, so I'm just trying to cover the main part which interview panel asks basically. These are
Yeah.
the very minor stuffs. They might ask the simple question like, can we increase the disk space or something?
Okay.
Uh, we can just explain that. Okay, and
Okay.
definitely you can just go through this video, so you can just learn which command we need to run, like grow fs or something, E2FS kind of.
Okay.
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 So main point I will try to cover. Yeah. So once the requirement is clear, like how much disk space, network traffic, user traffic, and other instance type. Okay. If
Okay.
it's a basic application, so we can go with the minimum. Just select the Mumbai region here. We can go with the minimum instance class, like a T2 medium, T3 medium, something. Okay.
Okay.
And instance type or class, we can change anytime. There is no such a downtime required. Sorry,
Okay.
downtime definitely required because we need to stop the servers. Okay.
Hmm.
And then increase it. But sometimes intro panel might ask you the questions like without taking any downtime, let me without taking downtime, how we can increase or reduce the servers. These
Okay.
questions definitely lots of times come because I chat with the multiple team members, the users. They ask
Okay.
me this query in the
Okay.
LinkedIn chat box or my personal private WhatsApp group.
Okay.
So they ask. So in that situation, what will happen? Because this is
Okay.
a sometime something what we can say, scenario based questions.
Okay.
So I will show you first. Let's try to create the instance. Here we can just give the server name, whatever,
Okay.
like your application. I'm just giving for the test. Let's say you want to create 10 server or 5 servers, you can give the number of instance here, 5 or 10.
Okay.
Okay. But for now, I'm just going with the single one. Then which OS we want to select, you can just select here Ubuntu,
Okay.
Linux or Windows, whatever. Okay.
Hmm.
For now, I'm just going with the Amazon Linux. So in short, what is the difference between Amazon Linux and Ubuntu? Ubuntu is normal flavor, Linux flavor. Amazon
Hmm.
Linux is customized by the AWS itself, which is
Okay.
that is
Okay.
they give the naming convention Amazon Linux AWS. They have some agent already installed on that. Okay, and some
Okay.
AWS CLI package, some optimization part they already customize it basically.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, that's what
So some
they just
inbuilt
launched this.
apps will be there, otherwise anything like that.
Sorry.
No, it will have some inbuilt app or
Yeah,
Amazon
this is a
Linux.
customized Amazon Linux. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So here, instance type we can just select whatever we need in the real time. So you can just either you can just select from the list or you can just type here like this way. Okay.
Okay.
The list will come up based on the search.
Okay.
So for now we can go with the minimum one, which is T2 Nano. Okay.
Okay.
And if you want to compare anything, like you can compare from here as well. How
Okay.
much like how much disk space we need? Sorry, disk space, nahi, how much CPU and memory we required.
Okay. Okay.
If it's a normal application, you can definitely go with the earlier version is T2 medium, but I would suggest
Hmm.
you can go with the T3 micro. Why? Because AWS just launched the recently and they optimize something like performance optimization, costing wise, 20-30% better than T2 micro, T2 series basically.
Okay.
So T3 is something better than the T2. They have cost wise also we get benefit if we use T3 series, and obviously the performance wise as well. What performance? Like the network performance and the backend CPU, where the
Okay.
underlying system they are hosting. Okay. So if you can go through this documentation, instance type. So where is the T2, T3? Okay, here. You can get some idea basically what they have launched with this T3 series. 3.1 gigahertz Intel Xeon scalable processor, and you can see here network performance Gbps, up to 5 Gbps. If I select T2 series here, you can just see the difference.
Okay.
See, it's low to moderate, but in T3 series we get better performance as a network side. Also
Okay.
costing wise we will get some benefits. I hope my voice is not lagging.
No, no, it's not lagging. It's not.
Oh, okay. Because I'm Wi-Fi is in the hall. I'm sitting in the bedroom basically.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So you can see the difference, 30% price difference. So ultimately T3 series is better than T2 series. Okay.
Okay.
But rest of the things you can just go like if you have a general means normal use cases, you can just go with the general purpose series. In general purpose, you can see these kind of instance sizes or class
Okay.
T2 series, T3, T4, and T4.
No,
If
actually,
you
like
click on
this general purpose
Mhm.
computer optimize, memory optimize, storage optimize. We have different types of things, right? So for which
Yes.
applications we will be using which type of this instance type?
See, if you have a very basic use cases, so you can go with the general purpose because costing wise and the configuration wise, you will get the minimum one here. Okay. You can see the configuration here. Let's see if I select again T3 or T4 something, you can see if
Okay.
you have very minimum use cases, normal.
Okay. Hmm.
Or I can say for non-production environment, you can just go with this series, general purpose. And for the other stuff like let's say if your application required more compute power or memory power, so you can just select based on that. If you select compute optimize, let's say your application required more CPU power, you can go
Hmm.
with the C4 series or C5 series.
No, actually, like if they ask like okay, how you will convince your customer which type of instance type is required, something like that.
Okay. If it's a existing infrastructure, okay, then you
Mhm.
can by using monitoring tool, you can just generate the graph basically last 1 month, 6 month or something, and you can just see the pattern, the CPU utilization and the memory utilization.
Okay.
If the application is well optimized, all the settings are correct, application performance wise, but still it's consuming more CPU because of the number of traffics, number of hits on the applications. So you can suggest some higher series over there based on the monitoring tool utilization graph. You can just compare 1 month, 2 week, or last 3 months, 6 months, something. The utilization base.
If it is for Amazon,
So
like that means what we can suggest Amazon website, something like that.
Amazon website.
Something like that. If it is like related to online shopping, so many transactions will be there, right? So for that, which memory
Ha.
optimized or computer optimized, what we can take it. I'm
Okay.
asking like,
They
okay,
require.
there will be difference, right?
Hmm.
Okay, something will be gaming will be there, gaming site will be there.
Hmm.
Something will be like
Hmm.
some websites will be there related to some online applications they will be having. Uh, let's take our company website or something like that. Okay, for that
Hmm.
we can go with general purpose, but for Amazon and all we can't go with general purpose, right? We need to have some other stuff, Amazon
Yeah.
or Flipkart or
Yeah.
something like
Either
that.
either you can go with the computer optimize and see the utilization, the performance. If that application using more memory or their memory process, so definitely you can just migrate that instance to memory optimized instance. So in memory optimized instance, what will happen basically if I just select R4 series here, you can
Okay,
just see you will get minimum CPU power here, but you will get sufficient memory power here.
memory. Okay,
Yeah. So, so memory optimized instance, you will get more memory and less CPU. But if you just go with the compute optimize and you can see the difference, you will get parallelly comparative better, like a
okay, got
better
it. Yeah,
combination. Yeah. So like if you are expecting like sufficient traffic or huge crowd traffic out there, you can definitely go with these options, compute optimize, and you can just optimize observe the performance. If that taking too much memory or something, so definitely you can anytime you can just uh, upgrade that or downgrade basically
yeah,
depends
yeah.
on the
Okay,
your use cases.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, let me copy this here. So we will go with this basic one for this launching. Okay, T2 Nano. Key pair you aware? Why we use key
Yeah,
pair?
yeah, yeah. It is a communication between local server and EC2.
Yeah, we for the login mechanism,
Yeah, login mechanism.
like
Yeah,
for the Windows username and password.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. And have you tried with the login from the putty as well?
Ah, yeah, yeah. I've done that. Yeah.
Okay, then I will skip those part. Okay. In the network setting, we will cover discuss in detail when we start on the VPC side.
Okay.
Okay, what is the
Yeah.
component and all. But for
Yeah.
now, I am just selecting the VPC here. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. So in the VPC, I'm creating the EC2 instance in the public subnet because I want to connect it from my local machine. That's why I creating on the public subnet. But in
Okay.
the database side, when we create the RDS instance, we need to select the private subnet. Why? Because in the production system, no one suggests to as a best practice or security compliance, we should create in the private subnet. Okay, because no external spammer or something want to get the access of the database because of the
Okay.
security compliance.
Okay.
So always your database should be in the private subnet, and I will show you the settings how we can make it that. Okay, but database always should be in the private network. As
Okay.
simple as yeah. So EC2 instance I am creating in the public because it's a internet facing. We want to connect from my local machines, and you can just go with this by default settings like auto assign public IP and this IPv6 security group, basically like in simple word firewall rules, which
Okay.
port we want to open for this particular network, like for this EC2 instance if you want to access, SSH from your home network. So by using security groups inbound rules, we can open that port. I'm just giving for the SSH, but you can open the HTTP, HTTPS, then your MySQL, PostgreSQL, MongoDB, whatever it is,
Okay. Okay.
ping packet like that. So security group is basically firewall rule where you can
Okay.
define
Got
the
it. Yeah.
traffic. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have any existing security group, you can just select this option and you can just select that. Okay.
Okay.
If you want to create new one, just you can just select new and just give the name like test EC2 security group. You can give any name. There is no any specific here. I will go with the by default rules for now. I will show you later on how we can modify that. Okay. So in short, SSH port is open for anywhere. Okay. So any
Okay.
users who has access in the like a private key access, he can log into this EC2 instance as simple as. And here storage part, you can add any storage like a 100 GB, 20 GB or whatever storage requirement is there. Okay. By default, it takes how much 8 GB, but you can go with the 20 GB or 30 GB, whatever on the project side, whatever the
Yeah. Okay.
decided factor. Okay. And if you have a requirement to add one more hard drive, you can just simply click on that and you can just add that. Okay. So in the volume type, you can just see the difference GP, SSD and general purpose and provision IOPS. So basically, there are some differences in the cost wise and your performance wise. When
Okay.
we called as a provision IOPS, which is similar to our normal desktop or laptop, SSD drive, solid state drive. Okay.
Okay.
And when we
Hmm.
talk about this SSD, like general purpose, it's a, similar to SSD, but not that kind of performance or optimized level. This is the normal general use cases like a SATA drive or something. But if you just select this provision IOPS, you will get more charge because we use SSD drive, for the better performance. So this kind of this type you can select only for the e-commerce kind of your website like a database
Okay.
RDS, because the read write performance we need better, right, to
Okay.
serve the traffic better in the with the minimum timing.
Okay.
So we can go with this provision IOPS for this RDS for the e-commerce kind of applications. But as a normal use cases, we can just go with the GP2 SSD. So in the additional part, you can just keep by default whatever it is. But I am just showing you one note here. Shutdown behavior always it should be a stop. Okay. If you by mistakenly select terminate and if you stop your instance, okay, so your
Okay.
that EC2 instance will get got terminate here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So always make sure by default it's in a stop state. But sometimes when we create the and configure these options, we might have a manual mistakes here. So just
Okay.
don't
Okay.
select this terminate option.
Okay.
Yeah. And the next one important is termination protection. In the real-time production environment or your test environment or might be a dev environment, it should be
Okay.
a termination protection enable because if sometimes let's say you have 100 of servers, okay, in the environment and you want to delete any one unused servers, but
Okay.
somehow you selected the wrong instance and you click on the action button and terminate it. So if termination protection is not enabled there, so your instance will directly terminate. Okay, then later you realize like this is the real servers and I don't want to delete, but it's too late, right? So this kind of to avoid this kind of manual mistakes, we can just uh, protect this
Okay.
basically, and this option should be enabled here. Okay.
Okay.
So for
Okay.
now I am just skipping that part because it's a personal setup. And here one more options I want to show here, user data script. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, yeah. So if you want to, after creation of the thing, if you want to run some commands or if you want to run some services, we can add it here.
Yeah, yes, exactly. We can add in the user data basically, and this will run only single when you launch your instance. Okay.
Yeah.
After that, if you reboot number of times, that will not impact. It will run
Okay. Okay.
execute only during the launch of your EC2 instance.
Actually, like you told some options, right? While creating the instance.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Do you have any interview questions related to that?
Yeah, two one is related to user data. Okay.
Okay.
They might ask the question like, let's say I don't want to manually install any Nginx or Apache web servers or any
Okay.
script package over there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
how we can automate that? So
Okay.
that
Okay.
kind
Fine.
of questions might come there.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Fine.
So
Okay.
there might be a what is the user data kind of questions. What is the user
Okay.
data like that? So once server is running, you can see the status now. Status check initialize. So on this page, you will get the entry questions here sometimes. Nowadays, very few entry panel asking this question because it's because they are mostly into the automation part or other stuffs. But we know never know. Some might ask these questions. So what is the status check? Okay. After the status check successfully completed, it will come here like a 2 by 2 check succeed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It will show you
Actually, one
here.
is hardware and another one is software, like that, right?
Yeah, yeah. One is you
Okay.
can see here instance check and system check.
Okay.
So this VM machine basically wherever the hosted on the underlying hardware machine, so that will check the connectivity, your VM to
Okay.
your underlying hardware. And then software level like your VM machine. So it
Okay.
will is it proper functionality working properly, booting time or something. It will check the instance level. So these are the
Okay.
two checks are there. Once both are passed, then you will able to access your servers.
Okay.
Okay, so sometimes intro might ask the questions like or sometimes in the real time we might face the issue. Let's say now we are getting 2 by 2 checks pass, but sometimes like a 1 by 2 check fail something like that. But this is the very real rare case scenario where AWS get this issue as a customer. So
Okay.
let's say suppose that happen okay with us. So how we can resolve that? So according to their documentation, a white official white paper, so they suggesting like either you can just stop this server from the just select the server from the instance type, just stop it and start it
Okay.
again.
Start it again. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Fine.
or you can just simply reboot it like from the
Okay.
action, just reboot it. So in
Okay.
the backend, what will happen? Wherever this VM machine hosted currently, that underlying hardware machine might be impacted, right? Because any
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
network card corrupted or any hardware machine corrupted or something, whatever. Okay, we
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. Mm.
Basically, hardware failure. So when we reboot or start and stop, this machine automatically migrate to the new their healthy state underlying hardware machine.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
their backend functionality. As a customer, we don't need to manage that. They will take care automatically there by their automation script, whatever.
Okay.
So it will migrate to healthy underlying hardware machine, and then our server will come up with the 2 by 2 check succeed pass here.
Okay. Okay.
So now coming to this, you can see the options here: stop, start, terminate. Okay. Then here action from the action, you can just if you just click on the view details, you can get all the properties here: IP address, when you launch your servers, public IP, all the stuff details here. Okay. Your
Okay.
instance size, VPC, subnet, like that. And other action is like in the instance setting, you can get this change termination protection. Let's say in the what you can say during the launch of the EC2 instance, you have not enabled your termination protection for this instance.
Okay. Okay.
So don't worry, you can just always change from here as well.
Okay.
You can just enable from here and you can just save it. Okay. So it will save on that mode.
Okay.
In the and then you can just get the other options as well. You can also change the
Stop
shutdown
production. Shutdown behavior.
behavior.
Okay.
But that we should not change. It should be a stop
Okay.
state. Then in the network, obviously you can just manage your IP address if you want to
Okay.
change elastic IP address. So now you can see here public IP address. What is the difference between public IP address and your elastic IP address? This question might come. So
Okay.
both
Elastic
are
IP address. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, ideally technically both are the same, like though both are the public IP. But
Hmm.
when we get automatically public IP from the AWS itself, and let's say if we stop this server,
Reboot. Yeah, yeah, it will get changed. Yeah.
it will get changed, but elastic IP address will
IP
not
it will
get
not
changed.
change. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the difference. Earlier, it was a free when we use elastic IP address and it's if it's attached to the EC2 instance, but recently, like one from the 1st February, they started charging for that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's paid now, $2 something per month, like that.
Elastic IP, right?
Elastic IPS.
Okay, okay.
Not on elastic IP. Even this is the by default generated public IP as well.
Okay, public IP address also $2 per month.
Per month,
Okay,
yes.
elastic IP address that will be different again.
That now they are making is a common. IP is IP.
Okay,
You
okay,
will
okay,
get charged for anyone. So earlier elastic IP address was free if you attach that elastic IP address to your instance.
okay,
And
okay,
if it's not in use, then only you will get charged
okay, okay,
if it's not in use. But now they make either you use or not use. If you allocate from your account, like where you can account, you can see under the network and security elastic IP address. Okay.
okay, okay.
If I just open it, you are aware about this process, how to assign this IP?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay. Yeah, simply we can just click on this allocate IP and we can just map from the action button, we can just associate it.
yeah. Associate elastic address to EC2, right?
Yes, yes. So now let's show you the these options. Now let's say in the security, you can change your security groups. Okay, here
Okay,
if you want to add one more security group or something, and then from the action, let's say you want to take manual backup as you already aware about this manual process. EC2, you have taken backup, right, for the EC2?
no, this one I didn't do it. This one only my question was actually like, so
Okay.
what is that? Actually create image, where one more,
Amazon machine image
one more
here.
time, sorry.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
no
after selecting
issues.
it, okay,
From the action,
okay.
then image and templates,
Oh, image and
and
templates. Okay, okay, fine.
yeah, and create image. And you can give the image name here, whatever, and then you can just give the suffix like date, today's date or something. Okay.
Okay,
Then one more options here. You need to select this no reboot options here. Why?
okay.
Because during the backup, if you forget to select this option, your instance might reboot during the backup creation. So for the
Oh,
safer
okay,
side,
okay,
yeah, you can just select these options, no reboot. Because if you are
okay.
taking manual backup of your production environment and if it's got rebooted, then there might be a escalation or something issues.
Oh, yeah, correct, correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can just simply go down and you can just simply click on create image. So where it
Okay.
went, you can just from the left side, you can just scroll down a
EMI.
little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah,
Eh,
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So here one more questions will come in the interviews like what is the difference between AMIs and what is the difference between snapshots? Okay.
Okay,
So AMI is completely backup copy of your machine,
okay,
whatever the install on that C drive, D drive, whatever it is. Okay.
okay,
Your complete EC2 instance backup, which is called as AMI, Amazon Machine
okay,
Image.
okay.
But snapshot is only just for your EBS volume or hard drive backup in simple.
EBS volume?
EBS volume means your hard drive.
No, no, I understand that. EBS volume or which one? People? EBS volume or Android backup?
Only EBS volume backup
Oh,
snapshot.
EBS volume backup. Only for the volumes, right? Okay.
Yes, yes, only for the volumes.
Actually,
That
this
is the difference.
AMI is there, right? We are taking the AMI backup, right? So, is
Hmm.
there anything like, okay, daily basis, it will run on this time or something like that backup?
Yeah, I will come to that part.
Ah, okay, fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I just mentioned here backup and restore.
Ah, okay, okay,
Yeah. So this is the one of the process like manually how we can take the backup.
okay,
So depend on upon your storage size, it will take time. As we have only 8 GB storage, so it will not take too much time.
okay,
It can be completed within a 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. Once the backup is done, you can see the status is available here. Okay.
Okay.
In the real time cases, you might get the questions scenario, in the project basically. Let's say you have a multiple AWS accounts there and someone need in the project, not the public one. Okay. In the project, another team might require this EC2 instance, or somehow the requirement might come like just migrate this EC2 instance to another AWS account. This
Oh,
requirement
okay.
might come. Okay.
Okay.
So what we can do is basically we can just take the backup as we have just taken manually
Yeah,
here,
yeah. Okay.
uh, AMI. Then once AMI is successfully created, it's still in progress as of now, but I will show you the option. Let's say this AMI you want to migrate to another account. So
Okay.
just select this AMI and
Okay.
under the permission. Okay. Under the permission, just scroll down, or let me just make it more. Here, shared account ID, and you can just
Okay.
see here edit AMI permission. If
Okay.
I just
Okay.
click on this, to which account I need to share, I need to add that account ID here. Let's
Okay.
say
Okay. Okay.
I want to migrate this EC2 instance from my account to your account. So I
Ah,
will
okay.
take your account ID, your AWS account ID. We can found from here. Okay. I will copy or I will take from you because I want to migrate this machine to your account, AWS account.
Okay. Okay.
So you can share me account ID and I can just simply paste here and share EMI.
Okay.
So
Okay.
within a few seconds or minutes, that AMI will migrate to your account,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
and where you can find out. Let me, but always make sure you should always share your AMI privately only, okay, not publicly. If you just
Okay.
do
Okay.
manual mistake like by default accidentally you selected public, so apart from us, you and me, any third person can search your AMI and he can launch your EC2 instance and he can get your data, whatever is available on that machine.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
is a again security compliance issue.
Okay.
So always make sure you should share it as a private thing.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
one more question is like, okay, for different account, okay, fine. If you want to move
Mm.
to some different region, is it possible?
Region, let me see here. Anyhow, we are in the Mumbai region, so I think it's let me show if I can get that options here. Shared organization account. Okay. Okay. This image is available in the Mumbai region, so it will migrate to your migrate to your Mumbai region,
Okay.
and from there we can just simply migrate to another region. Let me see. Is it available? Yeah, you can see the status is available now.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So let me just select again and just check in the action. Copy AMI. Okay. Yeah. So once that AMI properly migrated to your account, you can just simply copy your machine, this backup to your different
Okay.
region here.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
EMI after that, copy, right? Actions copy. Ah.
Yeah. Actions copy AMI. And if you want to delete this AMI, you can just simply just deregister AMI. So it will
Register. Okay.
delete. Yes.
Okay.
And if you want to launch again instance from this a backup, so you can just simply select that and from the action you can just launch it.
Okay. One more doubt. Okay.
Mm,
If
mm,
suppose if they are doing DA test, okay.
mm.
So sometimes what they will do means they will take backup. After that, they will launch this backup, right? So they will launch this backup and they will add some data over to this backup. Okay. And then once it is done, they will revert back to the source account, right? Like that and all we can do it. Otherwise, it's not possible. You understand my question?
Can you say one more again, one more
Okay,
time?
fine. We took the backup of one EC2. Okay,
Mm, yes,
Linux
yes.
EC2. We took one backup. Okay, after taking the backup, they are launching that instance. Okay.
Yes.
They launching the instance, they started putting some more data to that instance, AMI instance.
Okay.
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 Once after that, once it is completed, okay, they want to sync this AMI instance to the source account. Is it possible like that? Reverse way.
So when they launching the instance, so is it in the same account or different account?
Same account only. Let's take, okay, we have a Linux, they have launched on Linux instance. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
ABC data is there in that instance. So they took the backup.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So this is
Okay.
one instance, and again
This is
second
AMI.
instance.
Okay. ABC, some
Yeah.
doc,
This.
ABC is there. Okay.
Hmm.
Something is there. Okay. ABC is there. ABC is here
Hmm.
also, it is there in AMI.
Hmm.
Okay. So what they are doing is like they launch this AMI first.
Hmm.
Okay. They
Hmm.
are launching. User is, I mean, the team is launching this AMI and they are updating DEF in that.
Okay.
Okay.
Any files?
Some files, DEF or something like that. Okay. Just I'm giving.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, here it is two files are. Let's take here in EC2, two files are there. In
Hmm.
AMI also two files are there. Now in
Hmm.
AMI they added two more files. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
So after adding that, after doing that test, okay, they want
Hmm. Hmm.
to what to say? They want to restore those things to the source account also. Is that possible?
Yeah, in the Linux command, you might heard about this rsync command.
Rsync, right?
Rsync.
Yeah.
So
In
so with
Windows,
the Windows, there might be some tools or a command, but in Linux you can use
but
rsync command to.
it is not like okay, like we can have some cron job and we need to automatically get synced to that source account like that. Anything is there like that? So you told
See.
right, we will be having
Mhm.
some for taking this AMI, we will be having some backup scheduling, right?
Mhm.
We'll be having like okay, this is a host account. Okay, so this is a AMI. So next day they will take another EMI. Next day they will take another EMI. Like that they are taking it, right? So
Yeah, yeah, correct.
is that any way like okay, from AMI the data to get sent to the EC2 to the source account? Anything like that is there? Source AMI, source EC2? Nothing like that, right?
Automatically, nothing like that. We need to configure first passwordless connection.
No, actually, like what I'm saying is like,
Hmm.
sorry for that,
Yeah, yeah,
because
no issues. You
I'm
continue.
just having some doubts alone. ABC is
Yes.
there. Okay, EC2 source account. AMI one.
Hmm.
Okay, ABC is there.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
here also ABC is there. Okay, now
Hmm.
after 8 o'clock, let's take 8 o'clock. They took the backup. ABC is there. After 8 o'clock, they are writing DEF here. So next day only they are taking backup. So DEF will be updated with this one. So if anything happens to the source account, they will launch the EMI. Correct, right?
See, let me just try to understand. So this is your source machine, okay? And
Okay.
today you have took one backup, automatically backup. Let's say AMI
Okay,
backup.
okay, okay.
And again, next day you have on the same source server, you have written some files, okay,
Yeah,
additionally.
correct, correct, correct.
So when again next backup generate for the source machine, these updated files automatically pick and they will it will take a backup, next day
Yeah,
backup,
correct. It will
and
take
it
the
will
backup.
automatically come.
Okay. So
Yeah.
my question is, okay, if suppose in AMI we are updating something. Okay,
Okay. So today
okay.
you have three files here on the
Ah,
EC2 instance, and you take the
ah,
AMI.
ah,
Okay. So now from the AMI you have launched one more EC2 instance, right?
ah,
So
okay.
in that EC2 instance, you are adding some files for some any testing or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Now you want to sync these changes to your source machine.
Source file. Yeah, we should not use that rsync and other stuff and all. Like anything is there like that. So this one is called DR test actually. Like DR test they will do in my storage they will do like that. So I'm just asking
Okay.
whether we have anything like that in this one.
No, I think by default no, but we can do like that any Ansible configuration like
Okay,
uh,
okay.
passwordless connection, and then you can just sync those files to back to your source machine.
Yeah, yeah.
There is no,
Okay,
matlab, as per my knowledge, there is no any such a thing, but there
okay,
might be
okay.
any paid tool or something that I don't know basically.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. Okay, fine.
Yeah, but by default features there is no features in the
Okay, okay,
AWS. So we need to
okay,
configure additionally. Either we can just sync with this rsync command, but before rsync command we need to make a passwordless connection between these two servers.
okay, okay, okay,
Passwordless connection, then we can use rsync command to move changes, incremental changes to the source machine.
okay, okay.
So
So
rsync
next
command has
question
that
is
option.
next question
Yeah.
is like so we took the backup. Okay. EMI, we
Hmm.
took the EMI. In case if anything happens to the source account, how they will restore it? Anything like crash or something like that to the source account, EC2,
You can
source
restore it
EC2.
from the AMI.
What is the steps to do that?
Let's say you have EC2 instance and you created the daily basis backup, but
Ah,
somehow
okay.
any mistakes it happened and your EC2 instance got corrupted or deleted.
Corrupted. Okay, okay,
So if you have this AMI of the backup that EC2 instance, you can simply just
okay.
select that and
Ah,
just click on this button, launch instance
okay.
from AMI.
Oh, okay.
And you need to follow the normal process like you we
Oh,
launch the
same
EC2
like that.
instance.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, same process, same process.
So while launching, can we launch it in different region or something like that? No, right?
No, we need to copy that as we have seen the
Ah,
option.
okay, fine. Okay, fine. Thanks, thanks. You can continue. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So let me delete this AMI. So when you do the practicals, you can just remove this because it will cost unnecessary.
Ah, okay, sure.
It's deleted and snapshot. Okay. See,
Okay,
daily basis, AWS launch lots of features and services.
okay,
So
okay,
it's very hectic job to get updated, but I would say you can just follow this blog. It's very useful. aws.amazon.com/new. So
okay,
date wise, they will give here list date wise like yesterday what they have released their changes, any features like that.
okay, okay,
Service changes.
okay,
This is the best website to follow for AWS knowledge.
okay,
Okay, so now what else pending in the instance operation? Okay, so you might get one more questions here on the EC2 part. Let's say you have created your EC2 instance and somehow either you deleted your key pair, okay, or you lost your key pair somehow. Okay,
okay,
then how you can log into this EC2 instance in the earlier way like before 1 year 2 years something. So there is a no additional option to connect this EC2 instance. Okay,
okay.
so normally we connect through the putty
Ah,
here
yeah, correct.
by
Yeah, mm,
importing our private key file and IP address.
yeah,
So the one approach is basically sorry, one approach is just stop the servers. Okay, then in the storage we have this single volume, right? So just
ah,
this volume we need to unmount it from this machine and mount it to another machine like this one, the running machine. Okay,
oh, okay,
from
okay,
there
okay.
are you aware about the Linux part?
Yeah, yeah, something. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so from there once we attach or mount this EBS volume to this running or working servers EC2 instance,
okay, okay,
then we can log into this working EC2 instance. From there, we can generate again one temporary key file, public and private key file. Then public key we can just replace in the /etc SSH configuration. Public
okay,
key we can
okay,
just replace there, and that generated private key we can copy on our local machine. Then
okay,
again unmount this EBS volume from this machine
No, you mean
and
to say like this volume will be having that configuration information, right?
yes,
PM.
yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, public file. So
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
just
yeah.
generate from by connecting this machine, and we can just do the setting change over there in the
Okay.
SSH configuration.
Okay. Okay.
And then we can just remount it, and we can just then we can able to connect that machine with by using new key pair file, private file.
Okay.
Yeah. So another approach is the latest approach is basically you can just select whether you don't have access key, that doesn't matter. So we have, let's say, just connect that instance here and simply click on connect option here.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, correct. So we
Yeah.
have
So
we
you
have that options to do that. But anything like we can create another key pair and attach to the existing missing, not possible, right?
you can, yes. But the same machine.
Ah, same machine. Yeah.
Yeah, if you lost your key pair, so you can follow the first approach which I explained. Like you can
Oh,
just
okay.
unmount the EBS volume from this faulty EC2 instance, okay, and mount it on another working your EC2 instance. And
Okay.
for
Okay.
this working EC2 instance, we can just log in by doing SSH with his file, and after
Ashwik,
that we can.
this volume is there, right?
Mm,
That is root volume only, right?
yeah, the faulty EC2 has a root volume. This one.
Can we unmount and mount it to the root volume? Can we do that? Unmount and mount?
Yeah. Yes, yes, we can. Let me show you. Just stop it because
Okay.
in the running we can't unmount it.
Uh,
And let me show you. Now you can set us. You can see the status is attached. Okay.
okay.
So once your EC2 instance stopped, then we can able to detach it.
Okay, fine. No problem. No problem. No problem.
Hmm.
We can understand that. Okay, fine. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, migration is done. Then EC2. Any other questions in this area?
Changing the instance type.
Ah, okay. So let's say now we have stopped the instance, and what is it? T2 nano. Okay.
T2 nano.
So just
Yeah.
select that. Just select
Okay.
that from the action instance setting. You can see this option change instance type.
Ah, okay.
If
Okay.
if the instance is running, let me show you this one. And if I just again go to same setting, like from the action, you will get all the options for
Ah,
the
okay.
related to EC2 instance. Okay, you can see it's a grayed out change
Mm,
instance
mm.
type. So this way we need to stop it, and then
Change it.
we can change. Yeah.
Okay.
So let
In case
me
online, if
change
you want
the
to change anything like that.
directly not possible. We need to use some tricks here. I will explain you because
Okay.
this is the very common questions interview panel might ask.
Okay.
And in last few days, I got 2-3 queries regarding this. So
Okay.
let's say any situation you want to launch it. Let's say C4X large or C large.
Okay.
You can just simply select that. And nowadays AWS optimize their dashboard. So now we can see the cost difference.
Comparison.
Earlier,
Yeah. Okay.
comparison. Earlier it is not that feature available, but now they provided how much
Okay.
cost difference are there and like that. Okay,
Okay.
memory, and we can simply apply it.
Okay.
So your instance type will change. Okay.
Change. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. There is no impact on the UBS volume, just on the CPU and memory, it will change.
Get change. Okay.
Yeah. If you want to back downgrade, just same process we need to follow. We can just make it P2 nano, which is very small. Okay. And we can just apply it. Yeah, you can see T2 nano. So now entry panel might ask like without taking downtime,
Hmm.
how
Okay.
how we can achieve that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So let's say in the load balancer, you heard about
Okay.
this load balancer
Yeah.
concept?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So let's say our infrastructure is in behind the load balancer here, LV.
Okay.
and we have this instance with the T2 nano. Let's say, for example, T2 nano. This
Okay.
two instance. Just forget about this for now. We
Okay.
have
Okay.
two instances running behind the load balancer, which has T2 nano instance size.
Okay.
Let's say our traffic increasing day by day, then the CPU server performance very slow, and we need to upgrade that. Okay. So in the without taking any major downtime, how we can upgrade that? So the tricks is we can take any one of the servers AMI backup, which we have just
Okay.
seen. Okay. Launch new server with the whatever the configuration required, like C4 series, M4 series, or whatever the higher version. Like T2
Okay.
Nano, we get 1 core and 2 GB memory. And in the new setup, we want 8 GB memory because our use cases is increased 8 GB and 2 core. So
Okay.
when
Okay.
we take the AMI of this instance and the launch new instance, we can get select this configuration
Okay.
C4
Okay.
series higher one.
Okay.
Again, when the server is launched properly, we can again that server we can attach back to load balancer.
Okay. Okay.
So now what will happen? So behind the load balancer, one server T2 nano, okay,
Okay.
second server T2 nano, but
Ah.
we added one more server here with the higher
Okay.
version, higher
Okay.
configuration, C
Okay.
series. So
Ah.
same
Okay.
process, what we can do is we can add one more server with the same setup like C4 series.
Ah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. And one by one, we can remove these servers.
Oh, okay. Okay. Through load balances only it will achievable, right?
Yeah. As per current my knowledge, I will check
Okay.
if there are any more tricks available.
Okay.
Yeah. But this is the best approach. You don't need to take any major downtime.
Okay.
So and also your traffic will not impact here because we are
Okay.
in the behind the load balancer. Let's say two server we have. If server one server we removed, obviously
Okay.
our traffic will route to second server. So
Okay.
meantime we can add this healthy server back to this load balancer. So within a
Okay.
few
Okay.
minutes or seconds, it will again start routing the traffic, your healthy machine. And
Okay.
same way, you can add one more server with the updated configuration, and you can just remove this one. So this way you can just increase that
No,
size.
this one fine, but actually like okay. Okay. So IPs will get changed, right? Okay. Without
Sorry,
load balancer, if you want to change means IPs will get changed. Okay. Fine. Yeah.
IP. If you are using elastic IP address, you can remap those elastic IP address back to the servers.
Ah. Okay. Okay. Without load balancer also we can do that, right?
Yeah, elastic IP address you can change anytime.
No, no, I mean to say, so instance type, as you told, okay, we take the AMI and then again while launching, we upgrade the instance type and we can launch it, right? So after
Hmm.
that, if you map that elastic IP to this one, so automatically without downtime, we are doing it, right? Why we need load balancer?
Without taking
Hel-
downtime. You in the normal single instance, you need to shut down that server. Then only you can able to change your instance type.
No, no, I mean to say, so as you
Mhm,
told, okay, we have the TC2, we took the AMI
mhm,
backup, okay,
uh-huh,
and then while launching, we are launching with new instance type. Okay, it was T2 micro, we are launching to T3 medium. Okay, after
mhm.
that, we are allocating that elastic IP to the new launching, new, I mean, new launched this one, right? T3
You
medium.
can
So
you
we can
can
do that like while doing that anyway we don't need the downtime right now.
but during the DNS updation it might interrupt your traffic
Okay, okay.
because DNS
No,
updation takes time, right?
okay. DNS updation it may take some time. Okay, okay. This you mean that elastic IP? I mean we are just removing and while adding it to the new instance it may take some time. So that time traffic may affect. Correct, right?
Yeah, just a minute.
Ah,
Let's say you this is the T2 server. You take
ah,
AMI on
backup.
this
Ah, okay.
and the upgraded version.
Ah, C4.
Definitely you can do this way as well.
Ah,
But during the remapping your IP address, just
ah,
removing the IP address from the source machine and
ah.
again map to this new launch EC2 instance. There might
Ah,
be some seconds, you might take like
okay, okay.
10 seconds, 20 seconds,
So
whatever.
instead of
If you have a,
stopping and starting 2 to 3 minutes of time, this one will be like little bit feasible compared to that one. Correct, right?
yeah, 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 yeah. This will
Okay.
be a feasible options. But in the real time cases, we have a load balancer. Why?
Okay,
Because
okay. Real time only.
DNS,
Yeah, yeah, correct, correct. So load balancer, we are giving only the DNS IP. So even though if you
yeah, for
launch
the,
or yeah,
yeah,
correct. Whatever you're saying is correct. Yeah.
as a personal practice, you can achieve these options, no issues. Within a one
Ah,
minutes or very fraction of second downtime, you can just do this.
yeah,
But
yeah,
in the real time, we don't use single EC2 instance because of the failure mechanism. We
yeah,
need
yeah.
a
Okay.
proper, structure over there in the real time cases.
Okay, okay,
On
okay,
the top of load balancer, we can use multiple instance for the
okay, okay, okay,
auto scaling and all the setups are there.
okay, fine, okay, okay, fine, no problem.
Yeah. And you might get one more questions here on the EC2 just
Okay.
before I wrap up this EC2 section. So what is the vertical scaling and horizontal scaling? If you heard this word.
Yeah, yeah. I did that. Did.
Yeah. So behind this load balancer, let's say you have a one machine EC2 instance and you have one more machine. So if you are able to, if you feel like performance is very working very slow on this configuration, you want to scale it, right? Increase more capacity. So you can add one more server here behind the load balancer. So your whatever the impacting your website like running slow performance, downgraded. So it will handle the if you add one more servers, it will handle properly. This is called
Okay,
a vertical scaling. Sorry, horizontal scaling.
okay.
But sometimes what will happen, we have let's say 2 GB memory server and we change instance type to 4 GB. Okay.
Yeah.
Same server we upgraded
Okay,
2 GB to 4 GB. So which is called as a vertical scaling.
okay,
Yeah. So yeah, it's stop now. Now coming to the automatic backups, we can see the separate service here, backup service. Let me
okay.
open
AWS
it.
backup. Okay,
Yeah. It's a centralized backup management server service.
okay, okay,
First, we can create the backup plan here. You can just simply see. You can define any template or something, build a new plan. You can give the any name like test,
okay,
and you can give the scheduler name like daily backup or something.
okay,
And here you can select the frequency. What is happening? Space not allowed. Okay. Hmm. You can select the frequency like you need daily backup or every 12 hours, hourly, weekly, monthly, or any custom cron expression. So
okay.
normally we select daily basis. Okay. So it will take automatically daily. Then you can just select the backup window when this
Time.
backup
Okay,
window will happen. Yeah. Because daytime we try to avoid because of during the backups it might generate some additional load on the server.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So we prefer to do it in the night window. So you can just select your night time, whatever required, like 10 p.m. or 12 p.m. So whatever, like
Okay,
10 p.m. or whatever the early mornings, like 4 a.m. or something, whatever.
okay,
So you can just select. Okay. Also, you can select here the cycle policy, retention period. How much day you want to keep the backup? Like last
okay,
7 days
okay,
backup you required, 5 days backup required, or 30 days backup required.
okay,
It's
okay,
depend on the project complexity or data
okay,
complexity basically.
okay, okay,
So you can just select the retention period here. And then you can select the region on which region you want to, like where is your EC2 instance hosted.
okay,
So you can just select that, let's say Mumbai. And here we need to select the EC2 instance where it is gone. I don't want 30 days backup period. Let me just create it. Here. Either you can take backup for all the EC2 servers, whatever available in this Mumbai region,
Okay,
or if
okay.
you want to take only for the production server, you can just select this option and select the EC2
EC2.
section here. Then you can just select. As of now, you can
Oh, how
see.
many resources there? Okay, okay.
Yeah. If you want to select all EC2 instance for the daily backup, you can just select this option. Or if you have any specific like this one, you can just select that one.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. And then you can just, if you want to, let's say if you selected all the options here, but
Okay,
still
if
you
you want
want
to
to
exclude it.
exclude, yeah, you can explore something like here. And you can just simply just assign resources. So it will
Okay,
automatically, it will create the daily basis backup here.
okay,
Yeah. So we don't need to take a manually backup daily basis.
okay,
We can
okay,
schedule the frequency and you can just set up it.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Now coming to your load balancer. EC2 section is clear.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah,
Okay. So there are four types of load balancer basically. Earlier
okay,
it was a classic load balancer which is work on the TCP module.
okay,
Now they have degraded that options because of the feature wise or something. So now most of the times we prefer to use application load balancer. But
okay,
let's say you have any you can expect the e-commerce kind of websites. Definitely we can go with this network load balancer because
okay,
network load balancer supports your it will handle millions of requests per second. If you
okay,
have a
okay,
e-commerce kind of websites like Amazon,
okay,
Flipkart or something. Yeah. If you have a normal applications in your premises or office or a project, basically you can just go with the application load balancer.
okay,
In the application load balancer, you will get endpoint as a DNS endpoint, but in the network load balancer, you will get as a IP address as an endpoint.
okay.
That IP address you can map to the your in DNS entry route 53.
Ah, okay, 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 okay.
Yeah.
So you're using network load balancer, right?
If you use network load balancer.
Okay, okay,
And in the application load balancer, I have this application load balancer. Okay.
okay, okay.
So here you will get the interview questions like what is the as we know load balancer will handle the traffic
Yeah, correct.
by using round robin method.
Hmm.
If you have a multiple EC2 instance here, here and here, if let's say one user try to hit this application URL, so by using by default round robin method, it will route traffic to healthy healthy running instance.
Okay,
One request will route to one server, then another second server, then third server. Okay, this way. If let's say
okay,
due to any issues or network failure, this server got crashed or disconnected or made as a unhealthy. So what will
okay,
happen? AWS continuously check health check, and if server this connectivity is not happening, then it will not send the traffic to this unhealthy server.
okay,
It will
okay,
send the traffic to only healthy server.
okay.
Yeah,
What
and
is the LT server means? What is the code? I forgot that code. 300, huh?
200 status.
200 means LT, right?
Yes, 200 means healthy. Yes.
Okay, 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 okay,
So yeah. So on the intro perspective, you might get one more questions. What is
okay.
the pre-warming concept? Have you heard about this?
Can you just repeat it? Pre-warning, huh?
Pre-warming.
No.
Okay. So what will happen? Let's say you are managing your e-commerce kind of websites,
Okay,
and you are running any events or webinars for the particular date, like tomorrow. Tomorrow
okay.
11 a.m. you are running one yeah, what we can say event, basically 1 hour event or 2 hour something, and you are
Hmm.
expecting very huge crowd on that time. Okay, So what will happen ultimately when we create any load balancer, it has a minimum capacity from the backend side that we don't know how much capacity that load balancer has.
Okay.
So to increase the capacity to handle this, let's say 1 million requests or something because of your event for 1 hour or something, we need to raise a request to AWS support team. So tomorrow I
Okay.
have a event at 11 a.m.
Okay.
and we might expect heavier traffic over there. Okay.
Okay.
So please increase your load balancer capacity from the backend side.
Okay.
So AWS team, what will happen? They will take that request and they will increase the. Well, you need to give the complete details like how much traffic you are expecting, what is the your
Okay.
window, like 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. something, 1 hour, 2 hour,
Okay.
whatever.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
period you need to give them. Then from the backend side, they will scale that load balancer capacity, which is
Okay.
called a pre-warming. So
Okay.
when your actual event happen, user might not get any issues like timeout or something, whatever there, performance
Okay. Okay.
related.
Okay.
Yeah, that is called a pre-warming concept.
Okay. Okay. AWS support
And
team, they will do it, right?
yeah, we don't have any control.
Okay. Okay.
It's managed by their backend side.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you can definitely go through this.
Okay. Sure.
And if I just open this load balancer, you can see this port basically. So now we add a HTTP and HTTPS port, and when we
Okay.
add HTTP port, so how the load balancer works? Let me just draw one more time. So first we can definitely create the our load balancer here. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So when user hit your our application URL, which is
Okay.
configured in the Route 50 with the DNS entry,
Okay.
it will request come on the load balancer. But now
Yeah.
how load balancer can understand where this traffic should go, right?
Okay.
So in the load balancer, we configured target group,
Yeah. Correct.
target group. So
Okay.
load balancer send this request to target group, and inside the target group means behind the target group, either we can select configure Lambda function here, or we configure
Okay.
EC2 instance. Okay,
Okay.
I will show you this part because this is very important part. So this is
Okay.
basically how the load balancer works concept. Let me open this. You can see this section here, load balancing.
Yeah. Load balancing. Yeah.
So see, if you don't configure the target group for the load balancer, then how load balancer can understand where this
Yeah.
traffic should send
Okay.
or
Okay.
request should send. Okay, so that's what we need to configure the target group here on the behind the load balancer.
Okay.
And behind the target group, we need to assign the resources like either lambda function or your EC2 instance or whatever any other supported target group. I will show you
Okay.
that. Yeah. So here, let me just create any sample EC2, sorry, load balancer. Application load balancer I can create. You can try other as well for on your
Okay.
home machine. You can see what I just explained basically how the
Yeah.
lambda
Yeah.
function,
Correct.
sorry,
Okay.
load balancer works. So here I will just minimize it. You can give the load balancer name here like a
Okay.
test load balancer. And here we need to define that. No, you might heard about the word like a three-tier architecture, two-tier architecture, something.
Yeah. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, when we configure this three-tier, two-tier architecture, we need to design the infrastructure that way. In the when
Okay.
we do the diagramming something like your
Okay.
EC2 instance should be in the public network, your database should be in the private network,
Yeah.
and
Correct.
your public facing EC2 instance should have one load balancer which should have a internet facing. Okay, just a minute.
Sorry, you got disconnected. Yeah. Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, 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 yes.
Sorry, got disconnected. Yeah, my internet got disconnected.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So here, if we need internal load balancer, then we can just use this internal one. So this load balancer endpoint will not accessible outside the public world from your
Okay, okay. If you want
outside
to,
the
if you have
VPC
any private, I mean,
load balancer.
private EC2 instance, we need to add like this here. Correct, right?
Yeah, if you want to use this load balancer within your VPC network, then you can just select this
Okay.
one internal. But
Okay.
if you want
Okay.
to use your this endpoint or your website outside your network, like a public
Okay.
website, so you need to select this one, internet facing.
Okay.
And here we need to give the VPC part here, and we can select this availability zone here. Okay.
Okay.
And again for the lambda nahi, say load balancer, we need to
For
assign the
internal, okay.
security group.
Okay.
Yeah. Any question on this internal?
Okay. Internal, if you are allocating that internal, we need to use that private this one subnet.
Yeah,
Correct, right?
private
Subnet.
private
Okay. Okay.
subnet. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Yeah. And you can give this security group here because even if you are using public facing or private facing, still we need to open the
Ports.
traffic
Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Correct.
ports. Yeah, because AWS by default block all the stuffs because of the
Okay.
security.
Okay.
So we here listener port, we can just simply give HTTP port. So
Okay.
as of now, we can see we don't have any target group. As I said, we need to define the target group where this traffic should route.
Okay.
Either your EC2 machine or your Lambda function or the other stuffs. Okay. So definitely we can create the target group here. So let's try to see how we can create. Just simply click on that and we can simply create the, let me start this instance, or I can see my running instance here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, as a target, you can see we can attach instance type, IP address, any Lambda function, your application load balancer. Okay.
Lambda
So
or
for now,
application? Lambda or application load balancer. Okay, we can
yeah,
attach one more application load balancer also.
yeah, but that is supported only for the network load balancer.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay.
Offer the flexibility for a network load balancer to accept the TCP request
TCP
within a
routes
specific
and
VPC.
specific VPC.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So for now we have EC2 instance. Okay. So we
Okay.
can give the target group name here like
Okay.
test target group, and
Okay.
this port is important. Whatever this your service like your engineering service, Apache service or Tomcat service, that port service or running on which port, that port we need to assign here.
Okay. Okay.
And we can just simply select here. We can just keep this by default. This is the health checker, health
Okay.
check,
Okay.
and status should be 200 success code.
Okay.
And we can just simply click next.
Next. Okay.
Here, whatever the running servers, here stop server will not come. Okay, only
Okay.
which is the
Okay.
running state, that server will come up here. We can
Okay.
just select. Okay, and my web server running on this 80 port, so it's just we can keep. If my server running on 8080 or any other custom port, we need to give that custom port here to make a health check success. Otherwise it will if your server running service running on your 8080 port and you are configuring on the 80, that will not work. Your server will be in unhealthy state after this
Okay.
attaching in the
Okay.
target group.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have attached in the, let me refresh it. Let's come back to this load balancer window. Okay. Now we
Okay.
can see that target group here.
Oh, okay.
So we can just select this target group. And if you
Okay.
want to add one more listener, we can just select here. Let's say
Okay.
we HTTP port we already added, but to make it a
Okay.
secure website like this as a HTTPS, okay,
Okay.
secure
Okay.
connection. So we can add one more listener point here, which is HTTPS here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So for HTTPS, we can use our what we can say certificate, SEL certificate. So
Okay.
SEL
Okay.
certificate available in our certificate manager service, ACM.
Okay.
We use ACM over there. Here, certificate manager service.
Okay.
Let me open in separate window. Just I'm just showing you. So if you have any third party SSL certificate, you can just import by using
Okay.
this import options. But
Okay.
AWS provide a free certificate per domain inside the AWS, and you can use only for the AWS resources, not outside your third party. So within
Okay.
a like a Lambda function, CloudFront, you can use that
Okay.
within network. So I have used that for multiple domains here. Per domain, it will provide the free certificate, and here when we create this HTTPS port, and here we need to give that certificate. You can see here three options. Either third party, if you purchase from any other service provider, you can just import it here. If you have a certificate purchased from the AWS itself, we can just select this option, Amazon Certificate Manager Service, and we can just select here, whatever
Okay.
it
Okay.
is. Okay, and we can simply skip other part as we don't require it right now, and we can just simply create it.
Okay.
And it will generate one DNS endpoint
Okay.
like where it is this one test name. So we can just
Okay.
copy this DNS endpoint and we can use Route 53.
Okay.
Okay, you can see here Route 53. I will open in separate window. In Route 53, we can assign that DNS entry. Let's say just click on the hosted zone. Route 53 is purely used for the DNS service in the AWS itself. We
Okay.
don't need to go with any service provider like GoDaddy or Big Rock something. So they
Okay.
have say their own hosting service. So let's say I have this domain awsguruji.net.
Okay.
I have multiple domains, so just don't be confused. So I'm using awsguruji.net here, and you can see I have some records here, CNAME records, A records. Okay,
Okay.
this is
Okay.
just a DNS entry to point out entry. So if I want to create one more entry, just create a record
Okay.
here. I can select the canonical name. DNS entry is basically your IP to names to IP resolution, because
Okay.
remembering IP address is very hectic job for every user.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what this DNS service came into the picture. So we can
Okay.
just give the that's just paste here the DNS load balancer DNS endpoint, and
Okay.
we can just give the name like demo something,
Okay. Okay.
demo. So your URL will be like this demo.awsguruji.net.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, like that. And TTL time means the DNS updation time. I will assign 60 second and just
Okay.
I will create it. So within
Okay.
a 1 minute, your DNS entry will update. Okay.
Okay.
So we will wait. So here we have added this. Let me open the target group here one more time because we need to attach that server right again.
Mm-hmm.
It's not coming here because that server already attached to one more another one.
Another target group, right? Okay.
Let me. Okay, we have missed those points, but anyways. So last time, just select that running servers. Okay, and just
Mm.
click on this include as a pending below.
Okay.
So it will come up here, and here register pending targets.
Okay.
So now you can see the status now. health status is initial. So up, if everything goes well, then it will come up as a healthy state here.
Okay, okay.
Let's wait couple of minutes. Yeah, you
Healthy.
can see. Yeah. So now we have added DNS entry. Let me just one website to check the DNS endpoint. dnswatch.info. Okay. And we can just not that one. demo.aws.guruji.net.
Okay,
Right. And
okay.
just see our load balancer endpoint is updated
Okay,
properly.
okay, okay.
So now if I hit this URL on browser, see, this is my official website. It's working properly, right? So this way
Okay,
we can
okay.
configure the target group and your load balancer.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. How we can verify the security part? You can see here. Certificate is valid. See,
Okay.
we use AWS Guruji.net certificate, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
correct. Yeah.
so this way this way we can just verify it.
Okay. Actually, like this is the uh, what we call it as domain, right?
Yeah, domain name.
Okay. So domain will be based on the customer. Domain name will be based on the customer.
Yeah, yeah. Whichever the client is.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are more settings available in the load balancer. You can just explore that. Okay.
Okay.
So let me open these. From the action, you can see edit subnets. Security, you can change the security group from here.
Okay.
If I open the load balancer attributes, you can see
Okay.
multiple options here. You can also enable the deletion protection here
Okay.
because sometimes there might be a manual mistakes or human error. Someone try to delete unused load balancer, but somehow it's by mistake selected working,
Okay.
no,
Okay.
use load balancer. So to avoid this kind of mistakes, we need to enable this protection.
Okay.
Sometimes what will happen, let's say we have a application and a URL and it might take more than 60 minutes. Okay, sorry, 60 seconds. Sometimes on the government website or any website, we get the errors like 504 timeout gateway or any
Oh,
other
yeah, yeah.
stuffs.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can increase from here idle timeout
Okay. Okay.
because
Okay.
some requests might need more time to serve you. Okay, because of the many queries, complex queries from the backend side or whatever. So
Okay.
application need to wait till seconds. So if you are getting this kind of issues, so you can increase this ideal timeout 120 seconds, like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, whatever. Okay. So from here, you can see the valid range here, 4000 seconds maximum.
Okay. Sure.
You can see other if you want to enable your access log or connection log, who is accessing from which you are source IP address you are getting the request from the load balancer for the load balancer. If you enable this access log, you will get those details. We need to provide the S3 bucket here.
Okay. Okay. For saving the logs, right?
Yeah, so saving the logs. So in that bucket, it will create the folder structure like year, month, your date wise, like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So you can check the other properties as well. Network mapping, security group here. Then your monitoring stubs. You can observe the monitoring, target response time within how much seconds he is responding, how much request, how much total request you are getting, like 3 days, for 12 hours, 3 hours, 1 hours. If someone asks
Okay.
you like just give me the count how much traffic we are getting, so we can just get this from here, number of requests.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And in the target group you can see that this is the test target group. You can see this health checks here, timeout 5 seconds, interval 200, status codes. And the attributes you can see, you can see the by default load balancing algorithm round robin here.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can explore additionally if you want in the home basically to get
Okay.
more in the detailed knowledge on
Anything
this.
related to like, okay, the point of stuff, anything like if they want to ask something, anything is there?
Like you can just explore, read about this. What are the types of load balancer? As I said,
Okay.
these are the four types of load balancer. Classic is previous generation. Nowadays, almost no one use for that. Okay, because of their performance and optimization part. Mostly
Okay.
people use application load balancer and not network load balancer. Network load balancer we required when we have to handle millions of requests per second. If
Okay.
you need better networks, speed over there to handle multiple requests, so then we can definitely go with this network load balancer,
Okay. Okay.
and it will gives you the IP address as an endpoint. You can see the function here in the diagram here. Okay,
Okay. Sure. Sure.
it works on the TLS, UDP, TCP port. Then your target, you can attach your application load balancer as a target, or your EC2 instance or Lambda functions here.
Okay.
The same way for this application load balancer, we can attach Lambda function, with instance. Okay, this way. Gateway
Okay.
load balancer, you can just go through that. It's for the a third party or something. I never tried it, but you can just
Okay.
go through the theoretical definition.
Okay. Fine. No problem. Yeah. But interview
So
point of
I
view, they won't ask any kind of troubleshooting stuff, right? Apart from this error code or okay, in
they
case
might ask like
okay.
what is the, like I said, pre-warming concept, how to handle the traffic,
Ah,
or
okay. Okay.
any attributes, how you can you know how you can add one more servers in the load balancer or something. What are the types of
Okay.
load balancer? What is the function? How load balancer works? Kind of way.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Apart
Fine.
from
Okay.
this, if you get any additional question, just send me. I will send you the answer when you
Okay. Fine.
do
Sure. Sure.
do the real time interviews.
Okay. I'll make note of it and I'll send it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So how to delete it? We can just delete the target group here.
Okay.
So he's saying like target group is currently in use. Yes, obviously. So we can just detach it from the action. No option. Okay. From the load balancer, we can just select the load balancer and listener. We can remove this listener one by one. So then
Okay.
we can, let me see in the action. Okay. Or we can simply delete this load balancer. Let's see. We can confirm this load balancer name one more time here before deleting, and we can just simply delete it. Okay.
Okay.
And target group now we can able to